Hello everyone, Blaster here again, bringing you another video that I'm sure you will find interesting if you play heroes, because today's topic is going to be the updated evil hero combo lines. And I'm sorry if it took longer than it should, because honestly the new support opens so many possibilities. The amount of plays that you can do now are so great that I feel like it's going to be impossible for me to cover like every single aspect of the new support. So I'm just deciding to make several videos with like several builds, several versions of the deck, and each version, each build will feature several combos to that particular version. But for this case, I just decided to make like the most gas oriented build that brings the highest amount of disruption with the least amount of cards and the least amount of engine requirements that I know people will be more willing to play, because I have been featuring other videos with like Elemental Hero Vyon and Elemental Hero Sinister and other cards and such, and I know that perhaps that is not a realistic thing for people that they may want to play, right? So I just decided to feature like the most amount of new cards, so you can know what those new cards can achieve for like the end board, right? But I don't think that perhaps this version may not end up being like the most competitive one. Like I will be featuring one that I think will be more competitive down the line. But the idea is that people are excited about the new support. They want to know like what is like the craziest board that they can build, and they will try regardless. And gotta be honest, like you will be surprised like the amount of disruption that you can get. Like in every single combo that we're going to showcase, it's going to require at most 2 cards. And one of the things that I also have to disclaim right off the bat is that pretty much any combo that features like the evil hero part usually will end up using Shadow Mist pretty early into the combo. So you know what that means. That means that most of these lines will not end on Masked Hero Dark Mode, but they will still feature like 2 versions of each combo, which is going to be like the Destiny Hero Plasma version and the Dark Supremacy version, which is going to be like the new trap that is a target negate for each Dark Fusion or spell that names Dark Fusion in the graveyard. But there will be some special cases where we don't have to choose either, because we're going to end them both. So if you're interested, please stick around. And also this is going to be a good segue to just beg for your pardon, you OCG players, because I know you are the ones that are closest to the release of this new support, and you're looking for new ideas for you to play that new support. But the thing is that pretty much on every single combo that I'm going to show you right now, you will require your 3 Malicious, so you cannot perform these combos. But do not worry, okay? I will eventually get to you. I will make another version of the deck where I'm only playing like 2 Malicious, and in fact I think it's going to be a really good future proof, because gotta be honest, I don't think you guys are getting back your 3rd Malicious. If anything, I think TCG will eventually put back Malicious at 2 again. I think that the support is that good, okay? And last but not least, please guys, you know the drill. Like if you like the content that you see, please like, share, and subscribe. But this time I'm going to ask you, please subscribe, because my goal is for this channel to reach 500 subscribers by the end of the year, and I would really appreciate it. Would really help my channel grow if you do so, okay? I'm going to be releasing more content, and if you like this kind of content, like why not subscribe? There's more of them down the line, okay? So like after disclaiming all that, let's just get started, okay? Like you know the drill. Like if you have seen my content, you know that I've saved several replays about like the several combos that you can perform. I decided to save 10 replays for this case, and believe me that there are even more coming down the line. But it's just like if I feature every single one of them, like this is going to be like a 1 hour or like more than a 1 hour video, okay? So we're going to start with one that I had already featured in this channel in the short in the short section because it was a sneak peek of what I was cooking with this particular version. And it's like a 1-card combo. You guys like those, right? The 1-card combos. Vision Hero Vyon has essentially turned into the Snake Eye Ash of heroes. Like, this card alone will end on the, let's say, on the Destiny Hero Plasma version of the current hero build by himself alone. It's pretty crazy, like how like they only release 1 or 2 cards and this card is just broken, man. Like I genuinely think that Vision Hero Vyon is now the best normal summon in this deck. Like, no questions asked. Like, it's just undeniable, undisputable. This is the best normal summon, and perhaps because of that, you may want to play triple copies of this Vision Hero Vyon in your deck. Okay, so let's get started. And one of the things that I want to say right off the bat is that on this version, we're going to summon extra hero Infernal Deviser pretty early into the combo, so we can place a hero in the graveyard, so we can banish it with Vision Hero Vyon, so we can get that Polymerization. And this is going to be important down the line, and you'll see why. Because on this part of the combo, we're going to be searching for Shadow Mist. I know a lot of people, whenever they summon Vision Hero Vyon, the first thing that they dump into the graveyard is Elemental Hero Shadow Mist, and then they banish the Shadow Mist so they can add the Polymerization. But in this case, Shadow Mist is going to be very important. Like, we cannot afford to banish the Shadow Mist, okay? And that is something that you're gonna be seeing from every single combo. So yeah, because we made Infernal Rage with Elemental Hero Neil, we'll do special summoning the Sunrise. Okay. And you know, this part of the combo is pretty basic. But we haven't used an IR effect, so we're going to have the 3 bodies on the field so we can special summon Plasma. And remember, like, this was just 1 card. That was only Vyon, and you ended on like the same board that you always end, like whenever you use like Stratos plus Faris. Like, you have to open like that to end on like this, right? And you still have like the extra hero Wonder Driver to reset the Miracle Fusion, and you still have 4 cards in hand. Like, this is so crazy, man. Like, this is really good. But like, it's going to get even better, okay? So the next combo that I'm going to show you is whenever you open Evil Assault plus any card that you want to discard. Also, like, quick disclaimer, perhaps this is not your best opener. You perhaps you don't want to be opening like this, but like in this case scenario, that would mean that you open like Evil Assault and only non-engine. Like, perhaps you have too many hand traps or too many like board breakers and such. Perhaps you open like the Furos, the Ash Blossom, Forbidden Droplet, and Impermanence, let's say like that. So you're forced to make like the board out of thin air, and I'm going to show you like what is the max value that you can get if you play this particular version. So like in the previous replay, we're going to go directly into the extra hero Wonder Infernal Deviser, so we can banish like the Doom Prison before we can, so we don't have to banish the Shadow Mist, because we're going to use that in the graveyard for like the fusion summon of the Infernal Rage. And then we're going to get the Wing Crew level 6, and it's going to be actually very important for you to complete this combo. And by just opening like that, honestly, that was kind of a weak opening, but you still managed to end on like favorite contact. The Dark Supremacy target negate anything, the Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer, and the reset with Wonder Driver. We haven't like summon anything yet into the zone, on the next turn you could like summon like the Shining News Wingman onto his zone and reset the Miracle Fusion for a follow-up, and remember you still have 3 cards in hand, which most likely are going to be like non-engine, so you can like just make this board stronger, okay? And next we're going to see whenever you open Evil Assault, and you open either of these 3 cards, which is going to be Destiny Hero Malicious, Evil Hero Sinister Necrom, or Elemental Hero Shadow Mist. And only it's going to work like that way. Sadly, this doesn't work if you open Destiny Hero Denier, unless you're willing to end on some one less disruption, let's say, or one less piece of the combo. And why these particular combo pieces is because those are the ones that you use at the earliest point in the combo. So they are, let's say, interchangeable in one way or the other. So remember, like, this card could be like a Sinister Necrom or Elemental Hero Shadow Mist, and you're going to get the same result. We're going to feature 2 versions of this particular combo, and the first one is by ending with Destiny Hero Plasma on board. Oh, and this is going to be very spicy because now you have seen the Evil Hero Inferno Rider, and I know a lot of people right here right now, they will be adding like the trap, like the Dark Supremacy, but no, we're going to add like Evil Hero Toxic Bubble. We're going to be drawing 2 for no cost, and this is going to act as an additional extender to like. Oh, but before that, we're going to get the Polymerization, and then we're going to summon Sunrise. And if you have seen my previous combo tutorial, this is essentially the rest of this is like the Polymerization Combo Line. That's why it was so important for you to learn like the combos with Placement and the Stratos plus Polymerization, because we're going to be using like that, let's say that shell of the combo to print like one of the craziest board that you're going to see in this deck. So yeah, we're going to be so yeah, this is the end board, and it's pretty crazy. Like, the Toxic Bubble was really important because right now we had to find a way to like have a discard fodder for like the Super Polymerization, because I know a lot of people like they set the Super Polymerization, but like they do not have like a discard fodder, but they are thinking, oh, but you have like other free cards in hand, but like it doesn't matter. Like, perhaps you have to spend all the other cards that you have in your hand, and by doing so, like, if you don't have something to discard for you to activate the Super Polymerization, then this is a useless card. You know what I mean? But no, in this case, that is why the Toxic Bubble was so important. Like, we drew 2 non-engine in the form of like Infinite Impermanence and Ash Blossom, which, you know, alongside Destiny Hero Plasma, DPE, and the favorite contact with the reset of the Miracle Fusion for the next turn, and you still have 3 cards in hand. 3 cards in hand. How is your opponent playing through this? Like, and even if they open like, let's say like Feather Duster, and then they go into like evenly matched, something like that, like you could be like leaving the Plasma on board, and they still have to deal with like a skill drain with only 4 cards in hand, and you still have a follow-up on the next turn because the trap lets you like recycle 5 heroes, like the target negate. Which, I mean, in this case we didn't set it, but like this is going to be the next case. So this is the other version where we're going to end on the Dark Supremacy, and if you saw, like, we now started with like the Sinister Necrom, and it's going to be like exactly the same result as before. Like, the only variation here is that we open like a different card, but it's not really going to matter. But we're going to now be searching for like the trap by the time we special summon Stratos with Wake Up. So yeah, maybe some of you might find this board even crazier because we ended up like on the DPE and perhaps we don't have like the plasma, but we still have like the Winker level 6 alongside the target negate and the super poly and like favorite content. Like, remember, only 2 cards to make this board. Like, you still have 3 in hand. Like, you have like at this point you have 4 in your hand and you have like 10 in board. Like, this is disgusting, man. Like, this is filthy. This is really good, man. Like, this deck is going to be very polarizing. Like, this will force people to play like turn stopping hand trap, like Droll and Lockbird, like the Dimension Shifter, the Fuelos, because the Purulia doesn't do anything to this deck essentially, but like really strong, gotta be honest. But I know, like right now we were choosing between like, well, do you want to end on plasma or do you want to end on the trap? But what if you don't have to you don't have to choose, right? What if you could open like the most broken combination possible? And I'm going to show you what it is. Oh wow, like you know this combination, right? It's a very common one on the current hero build, which is going to be whenever you open Vision Hero Faris plus Destiny Hero Malicious. But also gonna be honest, like this is only possible if you open like Malicious or Sinister Necrom. On this case, it's not going to work if you open Element of Hero Shadow Mist, but it doesn't mean that you cannot end on like a good board if you open Shadow Mist. It's just that if you want to get like the best possible board, you'll have to open either like Malicious or Sinister Necrom. So yeah, one of the important parts of this combo is that we were not using our normal summon until we got like the Doom Prison, so we could normal summon it, which is going to be a very interesting thing to take into account, because I know a lot of people would have perhaps searched for like Stratos and spend their normal summon Stratos, but this is going to be one of the things that I'm telling you. Stratos is perhaps not the best normal summon. Doesn't mean that it's not a good normal summon. Like, obviously that's completely not true, right? But like the strongest board require other kind of normal summons that are not Stratos. Okay, so the end board for this was like Destiny Hero Plasma, DPE, Super Polymerization, Favorite Contact, the Dark Supremacy, the reset with the Miracle Fusion, and you still have a discard fodder for the Super Polymerization because we managed to summon the Toxic Bubble during the combo. And for this to for you to get into Plasma, to secure Plasma at that part of the combo, you have to wait and not use Destiny Hero Denier, so you can stack up it on the top of the deck, and then whenever you summon like the Toxic Bubble, you draw 2, and one of those draws is going to be a guaranteed like Destiny Hero Plasma. But mid combo you also got like the Dark Supremacy, so you didn't have to choose between one or the other. This is the best possible combination, so you can end on both, and this is like a really crazy board. Like, this is really unfair. Like, remember, you still have like 3 cards in hand, 3 other cards in hand, so you have 4 in total, and you have like all these cards on board. Like, it's crazy, man. Like, this is getting hit eventually. Like, this is really strong. And now we're going to see, let's say, the Stratos axis of the combo, right? Like the Stratos axis part of the deck. Gotta be honest, like, there are still kind of good openers, but they're not going to be as strong as the other ones that we were showing. Okay. And also, let's say, also something that I want to comment on is that these are a little bit more restrained, because because you have to use Captain Gold, like a dusted gold effect per year into the combo. That means that you cannot use it. Similar like with Shadow Mist to search like, let's say like the trap or a fusion spell mid combo. You have to use it for you to start with the Evil Assault, okay? And in this particular version, we cannot end like on the strongest wall because we didn't have a good discard fodder for like the Evil Assault. But it doesn't mean that you're not going to end on something. Like, I think it's still a pretty respectable board for the kind of opener that you had, because like if you're forced to do the combo this way, that means that you only open Stratos and that's it. Like you didn't open like another hero monster, you open like all non-engine, like the Fuelos, like the Ash Blossom, perhaps Cross of Designator, or like Forbidden Droplet, Impermanence, you name it. So yeah, in this particular version, we summon like the Infernal Rider and we search for like the Dark Fusion, but we didn't summon like the Inferno Wing or any Evil Hero Fusion. The only reason for us to add the Dark Fusion was to be used as a discard fodder of the Super Polymerization, because we managed to set the favorite contact. So we summon like the Shining Neos Wingman, and then we use the Super Polymerization to summon like the Evil Hero Neos Lord, okay? But you still have like Sunrise on the field to protect them from battle, and you still have like the DP and the pop with the Wing Critical level 6. And obviously the reset on the following turn of the extra Hero Wonder Bread, okay? So yeah, now we're going to see whenever you open Elemental Hero Stratos plus a hero card. And obviously this is like, let's say, a spectrum, right? Because you are not using like any discard fodder now. You are, because you now have a hero monster, that means that you're going to be searching directly into Faris instead of like the Dusted Gold, right? And you know, like this is combo on the regular hero build, like the current hero build. But we're going to integrate the evil hero part of it, so you can know what else you can get if you play these cards. This is going to be the Destiny Hero Plasma version of this combo. So yeah, on this version you end up like Destiny Hero Plasma, Destroy Phoenix Enforcer, the favorite content, the reason, and the Winter level 6. I know that perhaps it didn't seem like that impressive because perhaps you didn't need, let's say, the evil hero part of the deck. You didn't end on, let's say, you didn't end on like the let's say the Dark Supremacy or like the Super Polymerization. This is that it's really hard to implement on this particular version without like messing up some part of the combo. So yeah, like let's say if you're starting with Stratos, you'll be better you stick with like the current combo version, like the current combo routes of this deck, right? But that doesn't mean that you cannot end on like the Dark Supremacy you so desire, okay? Which is going to be on this version. But also one of the things that I want to like just make you aware of is that on these particular versions, like the element that Hero Stratos plus a hero part of the combo, we did not use Shadow Mist at all. So this is one of the few combo routes where you still can special summon Shadow Mist. So with like the wake up, so you can end on the like Masked Hero Dark Lord. So yeah, this is the end board. You end on like the DPE, the Winter Evil, like the Dark Supremacy, the Favorite Content, and the Miracle Fusion set. So yeah, sorry everyone, just technical difficulties. Okay, now we're going to see the, let's say, another best opener, which is going to be whenever you open like Element of your Stratos plus Destiny Hero Malicious, and also this also works if you open like Evil Hero Sinister Necrom, and this is going to be a two versions, let's say, because on whenever we open Vision Hero Faris plus the Evil Hero Destiny Hero Malicious, we didn't have to choose between like Plasma or like the Trap, but in this particular case we will have to decide whether we want to play one or the other, and this version is going to be with Destiny Hero Plasma. And that's it. Like, if you notice, like, it's essentially the same end board as the let's say the Faris plus Malicious. Is just that now we did not end on like the Trap, but it's the only thing that is missing from this board, and honestly it's really strong. So yeah, finally we're going to see the let's say the Dark Supremacy version of this combo, which is essentially the same. And also, if you notice, like, now I open with like the Sinister Necrom just to show you that it's like opening the same, okay? So yeah, like on this particular case, like, I'm sorry, like I was missing like the discard fodder of the Super Polymerization. Usually I do not like to end on this if I don't have like the discard fodder, so I can show you that you only require like 2 cards for it, but it was just really hard to like find a way to make this happen. So I mean, I hope that this is not an issue for you. Like, you still should have 3 cards in hand, so you can still trigger the Super Polymerization, okay? So that is every single combo that I have to show you for now, because like I said, like the amount of them right now is so high. Like, there's so many possibilities now that is going to be really hard for me to show you like on a tiny matter. Like, I need more videos for me to show you other versions, because also gotta be honest, like perhaps this particular build might not be like the most competitive one, because even though like the crazy plus that you can get whenever you play like the Toxic Bubble or like the Super Polymerization, whenever you use it alongside the Inferno Rider, perhaps they may prove more bricky than helpful if you play them down the line, right? I mean, I'm not going to discourage you from you trying this, because perhaps you love every single thing that you saw, and you're just super excited in playing this particular version and just want to go crazy onto your opponent and like just make this really degenerate unfair boards. But I think that down the line, perhaps we will be featuring other versions of the deck like this one. I think this is going to be a more competitive version of the deck, but perhaps that is going to be another video for another time. So this is going to be the end of the video. I don't want to make it longer than it should be. So please guys, if you like the content that you see, please like, share and subscribe. But if you're not doing that, if you're not doing any of that, at the absolute least, please leave me a comment, because I always love reading your feedback. Please tell me how you guys like this video, what other content you want to see, and I don't know, or just go drop and say hi. Okay, so this is Buster signing out, and I hope you guys have a nice week. See you guys later.